was interesting. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 weird video game commercials. For this list, we are counting down commercials for video games or game consoles that are weird, strange, or just unsettling.
That means play Dr. Mario on Game Boy or NES.
Number 10, do the math. Atari Jaguar.
Let's review the numbers.
What's the best way to show that your console has more processing power? According to Atari, it's to get in your face and yell it.
Jaguar! Jaguar! Jaguar!
Do the math was Atari's slogan for the Jaguar, which bragged about its 64-bit system, compared to the other 16 and 32-bit systems of the time.
The Atari Jaguar is 64 bits, which is more advanced. Clifford!
In one commercial, a group of adults are in a classroom while a teacher lectures them on how advanced the Jaguar is. She then screams at her students to make sure they know what the very best choice is. I guess that's effective.
Can you repeat the question?
Number 9, the fat guy, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
I crammed everything into Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
When this game came out, Nintendo bragged about how much content they crammed into the game. To give you a literal sense of what they meant, we were greeted by a fat guy chowing down on whatever food was in reach.
No more.
As he eats, his stomach starts to enlarge. When he's finally full, the announcer asks,
Sure you don't have room for another little bonus level?
which apparently proves to be too much, and the guy explodes and spews entrails everywhere. Monty Python style. Rated E for everyone, kids. Number 8, we suck your eyeballs out. Sega Saturn.
Hey, that's Valkyrie. Does he design the games? No, he executes them.
In a futuristic setting, this commercial shows a man who is getting ready to play the Sega Saturn. At the same time, it shows another man getting into a car, which is then shown to be the game the first man is gonna play. When he begins to play, his eyeballs get sucked out of his head so he can, experience the realism of the game. Unfortunately for the racer, he ends up crashing and in a hospital, where the player comes to visit and whispers,
"Reality always hurts."
You know what else hurts? Sega's stock price these days.
Welcome to the real world. Sega Saturn.
Number 7, Family Racing, Pole Position.
Hey! Yeah? You look like a real jerk!
Well, that was charming. You certainly got my attention now.
You're gonna play pole position!
Most viewers were probably too stunned to change the channel at this point, when a hand then grabs this nice family's car and tosses the whole gang into Formula 1 racers to drive around Road Warrior style, complete with explosions and a cheesy song to go with it. If only there were real explosions and catchy music to go with the racing game itself. Number 6, Kirby and the Finger. Kirby Canvas Curse. Nintendo revolutionized portable gaming when they released the DS, which, as you probably know by now, included a touchscreen. Everyone wanted to capitalize on this achievement, and it wasn't long before Kirby arrived on the DS as well. In the advertisement for Kirby Canvas Curse, Kirby is seen spending his day with a large finger. They wake up, they go on a walk together, and they go for a swing.
Such a wonderful day.
I guess this was a way to emphasize that you use your finger to help Kirby on his journey, but others felt like it may have represented some phallic imagery. Either way, it's just weird.
Now you can use your finger to keep Kirby on the right path and out of trouble.
Number 5, Zombie Breastfeeding, Resident Evil 4. What do zombies and motherhood have in common? We really don't know either.
Guess that's a local's way of breaking the ice.
In this French commercial for Resident Evil 4, all you see is a naked woman breastfeeding her child. The camera moves around them, emphasizing a sense of nurturing and caring. And then it zooms in on the mother's face to show that, woo, she's a zombie. It could be an allegory for life or death or something, but the message is definitely lost. Also, did anyone tell the marketing team that there are no zombies in Resident Evil 4?
Evil has evolved.
Number 4, Double Trouble, Sega Saturn.
I have arranged for you to meet my companion.
So, you're at Sega headquarters and you've got a dilemma. Do you go with the scary talking head commercial or the dancing Pauly Shore wannabe commercial?
Sega's next-generation gaming platform, revolutionary sports and arcade gameplay.
Apparently, they couldn't choose because they went with both. And the result is a commercial that looks like two different ads intercut with each other.
Humankind stands on the edge of the interactive age. You have come a long way.
Weird and disjointed though these individual elements may seem, parts of this ad's audio were remixed into a song for Sonic Generations.
And remember, look for Sega Saturn.
Number 3, Link Dancing. The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. The Zelda theme is the ultimate adventurer's soundtrack, but who knew that it could also be a song that we could dance to as well? In this commercial for A Link to the Past, Zelda has once again been captured by Ganon. To rescue her, Link starts pulling off some Michael Jackson-esque choreography with other Zelda characters. Link then cuts down all the enemies and rescues Zelda, which they celebrate by dancing some more. Years later, this song would reappear in a commercial for A Link Between Worlds, but it hasn't exactly gotten better with age. Number 2, You Cannot Beat Us, Nintendo Entertainment System. You cannot beat us. There is nothing really wrong with classic Nintendo characters telling you why you should play their games. However, when they're robotic and look like they want to kill you, that might turn a few people off. In this 80s ad, characters from various games like the dog from Duck Hunt or the original Bowser tell you that no matter what you do, there's no escape from Nintendo.
We are Nintendo. We cannot be beaten. Are you?
It was a commercial that only aired in Australia, and considering the nightmare fuel it may cause, that's a good thing. Crikey, those poor Aussies. We are Nintendo Ultimate TV Game System. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
We can experience up here in our own time. It's called mental wealth.
Number 1, The Crying Baby Doll, Sony PlayStation 3. The PS3 was a widely successful system, but you wouldn't know it based off this disastrously bizarre $150 million advertising campaign. A campaign which produced this little gem. We have seen some pretty disturbing commercials on our list, but this baby doll takes the top spot for sheer creep-out factor. The commercial starts, and all you see is the doll and a PS3. Then the doll wakes up and starts to laugh, and it's really all downhill from there. We know that this was trying to be weird, but maybe they succeeded a little too hard? Do you agree with our list?
You thought you knew how to play the game?
What video game commercial had you scratching your head? For more unusual top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Wow.